Welcome to the WHHI-TV Daily News. I'm Betsy McDaniel. As always, there's a lot to cover in the Lowcountry today, so let's get started with our headlines. Becky Hill, the embattled Colleton County court clerk alleged with jury tampering in the Alec murder trial, finds herself in more hot water. She was accused of and has now admitted to plagiarizing much of a BBC article for the preface of her book, Behind the Doors of Justice, that she wrote about the trial. Hill cites tight deadlines for her lack of judgment, and she says she is deeply remorseful for her actions. The allegations first came to light from her co-author, Neil Gordon, a Georgia journalist who helped her write the book. The authors have decided to cease sales of the book immediately. The book had been published and sold by a company owned by Gordon, who has cut off the working relationship with Hill, but he says he still believes she did not tamper with the jury. We told you a couple of weeks ago that the town of Port Royal was a bit cranky about development partner Safe Harbor in their early construction of the reimagined port and downtown area. Now the town has sent Safe Harbor a 6-page letter itemizing their issues. The letter specifies how frustrated the town is with lack of progress in some areas and progress it doesn't like in others. The town is upset over Safe Harbor using property along Battery Creek to make items being used in projects in other parts of the country. The town is also upset over continued delays, missing deadlines, and a lack of communication about the status of the work. New Mayor Kevin Phillips says he doesn't want the relationship to be confrontational, but does want some answers, or a shutdown of the project by January 12th. Icons of the Lowcountry don't have to be big developers or political or religious leaders, and we've all lost the talents of renowned Hilton head baker and chef Signe Gardo. She passed away Christmas morning at the Preston Health Center at the Cypress, where she was recuperating from an unspecified heart issue. She had retired from her bakery and cafe on Arrow Road less than a year ago. Having been in the business on the island for over 50 years, Gardo was enjoying working on a cookbook in her retirement. She estimates she'd made about 4,000 wedding cakes and employed 2,000 different people over the years. Perhaps the name of her business says it all: Signe's Heavenbound Bakery and Cafe. She was 82 years old. Looking for some things to do this week? How about coming up with a name for the new alligator sculpture at the Cypress Wetlands in Port Royal? The sculpture, created by artist Kathy Pender-Emmert, is made of rebar, steel, copper, chain link, and welded wire mesh, and is a real gator-sized 7.5 feet long. The metal gator is filled with litter as a reminder of how harmful garbage is to wildlife. Over 24 entries have already come in, and you can enter yours, or you can also vote for a previous entry at namecontests.com. Or maybe you want to show off the Lowcountry to out-of-town visitors. Why not take them to the most popular state park in South Carolina, Hunting Island, which is right here in Beaufort County. The park is in great shape with its reimagined nature center at the southern tip of the island. The center features interactive exhibits showing off the different environments found in the park, including a floor-to-ceiling terrarium featuring snakes found within the park. Of course, there are still the great hiking trails and Boneyard Beach. Restoration of the lighthouse is coming soon, and it should be climbable again by 2025. And are you ready to take down all those decorations? Beaufort County is offering you the chance to recycle your tree at any county convenience center if you have a decal. If you don't have a decal, you can still take trees to the Shanklin Road or Simmonsville Road locations. The town of Hilton Head is also sponsoring their 13th annual Grinding of the Greens this holiday season. Islanders can drop off natural trees and string lights between now and January 11th at the Caligny Beach parking lot and the Old Gullah Flea Market site off of 278. You're asked to remove all ornaments, lights, and garland, though, as already mentioned, you can recycle the lights separately. Recycled mulch will be available after the first of the year. The media sources on your screen will have more on these and other stories, and we would love for you to like us on Facebook and follow us on Instagram at WHHI-TV. And if you have an idea for a news story, we'd love to hear it, so drop us a line at news@WHHITV.com. And if you're still looking for a way to get that year-end giving in, after a break, we're going to talk with Jeb Bush with Habitat for Humanity, and he's going to tell you how to do just that. Don't go away.